Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Organized with Joy. In today's video, I am going to be cleaning up my kitchen because does anyone relate to this? I feel like my kitchen always needs to be cleaned. The counters always need to be wiped down. So that is the first thing I'm going to do. But I also wanted to change out my coffee bar for more of a spring sort of coffee bar. I still have stuff on there from when I set it up for fall/Christmas time. So we have pumpkin syrup and candy canes over there. So I went out to look for coffee syrups that would be nice for spring/summertime. And I always like to go to Home Goods to shop for my coffee syrups. I don't know if anyone else has done this, but they really have some great deals on coffee syrups there. And I was so excited to find this one, pistachio latte. I love Starbucks pistachio cream cold brew that is available right now. Well, available when they have the coffee syrup available, because I feel like they run out of it all the time. I don't particularly love that this one is the zero sugar because it has that like aspartame taste to it, but that's okay. This is also one of those zero sugar things, so we'll see how it tastes. But I also found this chai one, which I am obsessed with chai, love that. You might notice that this one is open. I did give it a try. It did taste really good. I definitely at first sip noticed that like fake sugar taste. But anyway, I wanna clean that up, set up my coffee bar for spring. Something else I found at Home Goods, these cute napkins. So I'll use those as well to put in my napkin holder. But also, y'all, this is a Thoughtful Thursday video. So you will want to be sure to stick around for the rest of the video to hear my thoughts on a topic that I want to share with you today. But without further ado, let's get into this.
Come home to you, to you. I can't wait to be home with you, home with you. We can sit by the fire, feeling cozy and fine when I'm finally home with you. Play it now.
Okay friends, for today's Thoughtful Thursday topic, I wanted to discuss how people come into our lives for a season and for a reason. I have always believed in this idea that people come into our lives for a reason. Call it fate or kismet or God. I think our paths cross with everyone for a reason, but I feel like it's even more unusual or interesting now that there is social media and a way to connect with so many people from around the world that we would otherwise never get a chance to meet. Over the past several years, creating content and putting myself out there on social media, I have had the opportunity to meet and talk to so many amazing people. And some of these friends who I met online, I've been able to meet in person too, which has been so fun. I really feel like we were created to be relational beings. We were not created to live alone or without the influence of others. I think we thrive best when living in communities, whether that's in real life or online. Developing friendships with all different types of people has made me a better person. I have loved being exposed to people in all different walks of life, different life stages, belief systems, and life experiences. People can help you to learn, to grow, and to challenge you. So I wanted to tell this story. I started making TikTok videos back in the spring of 2020 when a lot of Gen X people began buying into this social media platform. I tried to align it with my social media content and shared basically shorter versions of my YouTube content. But I quickly found this very difficult to keep up with. It was just the platform that I always put on the back burner and didn't prioritize coming up with new and creative content. But as I watched TikTok videos, I began to see what I enjoyed about them. I enjoyed hearing people's stories. I found that I could relate to some of the stories being shared, and it really helped me to not feel alone. It was then that I decided to totally change the content that I was sharing over there. What I share over there every day is basically smaller snippets of what I share here on Thursdays. I just share my daily thoughts. It's honestly just a lot easier to keep up with this type of content because there's not a lot to it. I just talk in front of the camera and there's minimal editing. But being on TikTok now for almost a year consistently, I have realized people really just want connection. People want to be seen and heard. People crave connection and they crave community, developing relationships with like-minded people. Also, side note, if you are interested in following me over on TikTok, my handle is Joy is Awakening over there. But there is something else I wanted to talk about with regards to people entering your life. It's easy to agree that having positive and encouraging people walk through your life is a benefit, but what about those people who hurt you or worse yet, cause trauma in your life? I would argue that even these people serve a purpose for your life. I know I have said this before on my channel, but hardships are not a bad thing in life, and we shouldn't avoid difficulties in life at all costs. Sometimes people who are unkind, treat you unfairly, or are just difficult to deal with come into your life to help you grow as a person, or perhaps teach you a lesson about life or about yourself. It's human nature to want to distance ourselves from people who are hurtful. If the person is abusive or truly toxic, then that probably is the smartest thing to do. However, sometimes we need to lean into conflict or lean into the difficulty to get to the other side, so to speak, to grow or to learn the lesson. As I always like to say, it's all about perspective. We can see all things as adding value to our lives, even the difficult things. One adjacent conversation I wanted to have, especially in regards to being on social media, is we do need to be discerning with who we allow into our lives. It can be easy to engage with anyone and everyone, especially with the way social media works. And I do feel like this might be particularly true for someone who is an empath. I definitely feel like I am an empath, and it can be very easy for me to connect with people. But we do only have so much time and so much energy, so we do need to be intentional with it. Well, friends, I hope that you might stick around and watch the rest of this video for even more motivation. But as always, I do love hearing from you down in the comments. I love to hear your thoughts on my thoughts that I shared today. So please let me know your thoughts down in the comments.
have to do anything. I still want your love. You don't have to be anything. Just your love is enough. You don't have to do anything. I'm still gonna love you.
After I was done with my coffee bar, I did have a couple more places in my kitchen that I wanted to add touches of spring. So here I wanted to show you that. And actually, while I was putting out some of my spring decor earlier in the month, I did add a centerpiece to our kitchen nook table. And so you'll see that in the very end shots. I don't show you the process of me setting it up, but it's very simple, but you will see it at the very end of this video when I show you the final shots. Well, friends, that is all I have for you in today's video. I hope it was motivational. I hope you enjoyed the chat that I shared and that it was somehow encouraging to you today. If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing. I do post cleaning, decluttering, and organizing content every Tuesday and Thursday. And on Thursday, I like to share my thoughts on a topic in the voiceover. So if this is something that resonates with you, I hope that you might consider subscribing. But as always, thank you for watching this video until the end, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.